in sports. Colby, I'm winning because I look like me. Just saying. And I told you that's a good thing. You should carry around a little duck call with you and say, "Yep, that's me." No. Oh no, they're still very, very rich. Yeah, I mean, they're still on. It's not Duck Dynasty anymore. It's Uncle Si, it's Jace, and who's the younger brother? I forgot the younger brother. They're like still doing the show thing. It's like they have a podcast with the Mountain Man that used to be on the show. And they show them doing their podcast live, and then they just do like just like the other show was strictly Head goal. Okay. That's one of the guys. The girl, right? Right. It was the same actress, right? Sort of gathered that in context, of course. But who is she that one? Oh, the weird alien looking. Oh, really? Why did they cover her face? British Spanish. But they like a hot. I find like I keep really good. Sorry, back to Mr. Science.
Gambit might be making his way not only into the, maybe not the next two movies or the next Avengers movies, but might be making his way into something because there's a lot of groundswell behind it. And that character was so well received. Every character in Deadpool Wolverine was pretty much well received. A lot of them getting their final send off for being a part of the old universes. But man, those two might have gained life. And that's actually good news for everybody. So just wanted to throw that out there as a mystery shotgun because
Nice. A minigun.
a little bit of a minigun. Because there's been a lot of things that you guys that listen to the mystery shotgun already knew that's now being announced as news. Like today it was announced that there will be no Eternals 2. Told you all that, like, I don't know, a couple of months ago. They weren't going to do that. So not to toot my own horn, but yeah.
Did we see which one was Eternal? I feel like I saw Eternals.
Angelina Jolie.
Okay, I didn't see Eternals.
Okay. It was not bad. It just wasn't watched. It wasn't bad at all. It was actually, I mean, it had a cliffhanger of an ending, which will never get resolved whatsoever. And it looks like there's more trouble for the Blade movie. So,
well, it should have trouble because it's not going to have Wesley Snipes.
Because you can't have what is he, 80-year-old Blade running around?
Well, you got a 60-year-old Wolverine.
Yeah, but Wolverine doesn't. Well, Blade doesn't age either. No, wait. Blade does age, just slower. So there you are. Tim, I tried a not sponsored by us, by the way. Taco Cabana has a torta.
Right.
I'm a big fan of tortas. I love sandwiches.
Me too.
And then you make sandwiches out of Mexican food. I'm even more in.
It's no longer a sandwich. It just becomes a torta.
It just becomes, well, also, I think the beans and the style of bread makes it a
Does it?
torta.
Is there torta bread?
Kind of.
It's not just ciabatta bread or something?
No. I can't see, so somebody's Nana out there going, yeah, man, I'm their abuela out there just grabbing some ciabatta bread to make some tortas.
Like Nana better.
Just can't see that happening. But so I tried their torta, and I hadn't eaten a lot today, so I got two of them. They weren't bad. I will say they just should have called them sandwiches.
Yeah, and see, I can't do if I look, and you know how I am with food and my favorite restaurants, right? Like I love Whataburger; it's my favorite hamburger place.
Right.
But I can only get the Whataburger with cheese, grilled onions, jalapenos, and then occasionally I'll have them put onion rings on the sandwich sometimes.
Okay.
But that's because I know that's what I like. So I don't want to try something new, and if I don't like it, I will have wasted a trip to Whataburger, and I can't be doing that at my age. I don't want to waste trips anywhere.
Oh, okay. So you're blaming that on not being in. See, I've got the opposite fear. I've got the opposite fear that I'll go someplace and they'll have something that I think might be good, but I didn't try it.
See, I'm the opposite because if I know I like it, then I'm fine. It was a productive trip. It was a happy trip. It was a successful trip to the restaurant because I know I like it. Now there have been times like when the barbecue whatever sandwich, chicken strip sandwich came out.
Right.
I was like, I have to have that. So I bought one of those, but then I also bought the number one with cheese, grilled onions, salad. I bought a backup.
What?
Yeah, in case I didn't like the barbecue chicken strips. So I bought a backup. So when I go to Mexican restaurants, I'm not going to order a fucking sandwich. I'm going to order nachos, tacos, enchiladas, burritos, whatever. I'm going to order the stuff I know I like. Not going to try something new. So I've never had a torta.
Okay. All right. So you've never had a torta?
Nope.
All right. Tortas are amazing. They are. It can't go wrong. It's your favorite Mexican meats plus bread.
Like what meat? Like what's on it? My favorite Mexican meat is ground beef.
Okay. So, no. Okay.
Then I feel like it's just sloppy. Or fajita meat, fajita steak.
Okay. There you go. There's one.
You can do that on, then it's just a steak sandwich.
Not with that style. It's like you saying it's just a steak sandwich is like calling a Cuban sandwich just a ham sandwich.
Well, I mean,
it's not. It's
it is.
It's very specific in what goes on this sandwich.
You're right. It is.
So it's very specific on what builds into a torta.
I get it.
All right.
I'm just not trying it. Like for me to try something like that, someone's got to go get it and bring it to me. I'm not wasting a trip.
Okay.
Like if you showed up with a torta, I would, by all means, I would eat it.
Right.
But you can't tell me you're going somewhere to get it because I'm going to say, oh, well, I want this.
Well, no. Then no.
So you just have to go get it and bring it. Otherwise, and look, my kids know that. So like when Zach goes to a new place and tries something, he knows not to call me to say, hey, I'm going so-and-so. Do you want something? He's going to pick something for me that he thinks I'll like. And 9 times out of 10, he's right. It's good. But I usually go back to my old standby.
That is so frustrating because then you've never what if something's better than your standby?
I'll never know.
Yeah, but what if something's better, Tim?
It doesn't bother me because I'll never know. It doesn't matter.
No, yes, it should matter.
It's like saying, what if you were born a rich prince? Well, that would be cool, but I'm not. So it doesn't matter.
No, but like, okay, all right. Not even if it's better. What if this one thing is the best thing? It totally lines up with all you'll never know.
Then at some point, someone should buy it for me and bring it to me so I can try
you
it.
should try it.
I am going to try it. I'm not going to buy it.
Why are you not going to buy it?
Because I already know what I want.
But you don't know that. You know what? This is the exact amount of frustration that I have because this is my thing. And your thing is like knowing your stupid family heritage.
Your family history.
Yeah, whatever.
That's frustrating that you don't even ask. You don't even know.
Sure, cool. I don't care.
See, that's how I am with what you're talking about right now.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is could affect the now. What you're talking about is not going to change.
It affects your family future.
How does it do that, Tim?
What happens when one of your kids or your grandkids ask you, what does Tillman mean? What does star mean? Where do they come from? You're going to go, I don't know, stop asking dumb questions and get me a beer. Which, that's a great scenario, I'm not going to lie.
Okay, all right.
But you're not educating your family.
What, educating how? How's that knowledge going to help them?
Be a cool pop. Because you're carrying the family history on. And then when their grandkids ask them, and then you can keep the whole lineage going.
They already know. I already told them. That's what you name your kids.
But why? Where did it come from?
Because that's what we do.
It's not a story.
I don't need a story for that.
It would be better with a story.
That goes nowhere. It's just.
You don't know that. It could be awesomely interesting. And you don't know.
It's not going to be awesomely. It's going to be like down the line, one of the men saps was just like, yeah, I shot a bear today, and the tree that broke that ended up almost killing me while I shot the bear sounded like it made the word Tillerman. So.
All right, well, there's your story. That's a great story if it's true.
You know what? It's a great story if it's not.
I think that's what you should say from now on.
That's the story.
So if you don't know the story, just make one up.
Yeah.
And then, like in 100 years, in 200 years, your male descendants are going to have twisted that story into something else. Great Grandpa Colby was one of the first men on the moon.
Yeah, that's right.
And up there he saw a rock and he named it Tilleman. And he brought it back and it's in a safe deposit box at some bank that we have to find before we die.
Then they make a movie. And I get a statue outside of the Blitzball Stadium that'll be at that time.
Look, I didn't say it had to be true. I just said there had to be a story.
So from Torta to the moon, that's how our actually from X23 to Torta to the moon. That's how we end up with our intro segment to this Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show. Before we get to what day it is, I'm going to let you guys know if you're waiting, because I know a lot of you are. We will be getting into plenty of Cowboys talk to get around the pigskin, and we'll be doing that in the upcoming segment, and we'll also be doing that in the middle segment of next hour. So we've got your Cowboys talk covered. We've got Tim found a list from Ranker that involves scary monster movies, the monsters of movies.
Horror movies. Where'd you see monsters?
I don't know. I was trying to every time I say the word horror, somebody looks at me like, what? Who's horrors?
Who's a whore? I want a whore.
So, and then I've got news and notes along with your birthdays. But until we get to that, or before we get to that, those are words that I used in a sentence that didn't make any sense. I'm going to now throw it to Tim and say, hey, Tim.
Oh, it's such a shit show. Yeah, Colby.
What day is it today, bud?
We're all drunk.
Thank you, Tomstown.
Oh, my God. Can't right now. Thank you, Colby.
Yep.
I'd like to tell you what day it is. Today is the day that you make up the story of your family lineage. That's what today is.
All right, then.
Whether it's the moon or a tree falling on your pops.
It almost killed him while he shot a bear. Get the story right.
What's the name of the bear? Did the bear ride away on a stolen bicycle?
That's right. It was a circus bear.
Oh, and then he killed a woman in a deli by throwing a sandwich at her?
Right. But almost killed her, but the cell phone blocked
The
it.
cell phone blocked. We're going deep in the inside jokes here right now.
Yes, we are.
Colby, today is a day I feel like you and I both should be paying very much attention to, because it is National Financial Awareness Day.
Oh dear.
Look, I am financially aware that I have no finances.
This is correct.
That's my financial awareness day right there.
I am financially aware that I have a car outside and I can make it to my apartment, and my apartment has electricity and Wi-Fi. That's what I've got.
Sometimes I pay my bills and sometimes I can't. That's where we go here. Colby, I feel like this would have been you had ebooks not been invented. Love your bookstore day.
Oh, dude, there was so much time I spent in the half-price books.
I love those, man.
Just
I still do.
going through like the sci-fi section or whatever, and just finding the next grouping of books to read. That was amazing. It was that, and of course, they had the cheap comic section.
See, I needed to go in there. I never did.
Now it's not really half-price books anymore. It's full-price books. They just
Are they?
Yeah, they
should change the name of the store then.
It's still called half-price books. You just walk in and you're probably going to end up paying full price for them.
Oh, that's not right.
Right.
I feel like that's a lie.
Well, it's kind of like the dollar store. It's just most of that stuff in there is not $1 anymore.
It's not fair. Colby, I don't know if this is a day that we celebrate the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' former uniforms, but it's National Creamsicle Day. Is this the actual? I guess this is the actual ice cream.
Yeah, the actual creamsicle.
I've never had a creamsicle, Colby.
It's not bad.
You know why? Because
you
I like other things, and I always get that for ice cream.
I fucking hate you.
Every time the ice cream truck comes along, I make a little scan of the menu, and if I see any one of three things, oh, that's what I want. Because I know I like it. Colby,
I'm allergic to stupid.
celebrating World War II, it's National Spirit of 45 Day.
Oh, yeah?
We pay tribute to those who have inspired, sacrificed, and protected our country for future generations. Isn't that what we have, like, Memorial Day and Veterans Day for?
You know what? But give them some more days.
I can have all the days.
Yeah. I mean, every day. Let's do that.
Also referencing World War II heroes, National Navajo Code Talkers Day.
You ever seen the movie about the Code Talkers?
Dude, that is amazing.
I watched the trailer. Just remembered it.
It wasn't a comedy. You could have seen it.
I could have seen it, but I just didn't. It was one of those where it's like you would have watched it, but you didn't.
I watched it. It was good. You ever see Monuments Men?
No.
You'd probably enjoy that too. About the Army group that was tasked with kind of near the end of World War II. It was a true story. Going in and finding all of the art and treasure that the Nazis had stolen and preserving it and stealing it back, basically. It was really good.
Huh.
Had John Goodman in it. Colby, another day I feel like you should be paying attention to, along with millions of other people who have regrets. Today is National Tattoo Removal Day.
Yeah. Don't think I ever would. Once it's there, man.
You don't have any that you have regrets about?
No, because, I mean, it's my kids' names and
Right.
fire.
I mean, those are all good things.
Yeah.
Colby, how about National Agricultural Show Day? Yes, there's national is in that word twice.
What?
National Agricultural Show Day.
All right. Sounds like the person that named that day was just having a bad day with their typewriter.
Was drunk.
Computer typewriter. I'm old.
They're old. I mean, back then I think they used typewriters, right?
We're all drunk.
How about National Virgin Day of Assumption? Oh, sorry.
What?
Vigil, not Virgin.
Okay.
National Vigil Day of Assumption. So this must be like a Queen Mary Catholic thing.
Okay.
You can have it.
Uh-huh.
Colby, something that I'm pretty sure you're going to think is incredibly stupid and unnecessary, yet I find it fascinating and interesting. It is National World Calligraphy Day. You feel about calligraphy?
Being artsy with your lettering.
Yeah.
I mean, cool.
I think it's cool.
No, it's cool.
It is an art form.
It is an art form. It is a very strict art form. So,
I could never do it, but I enjoy watching those who are good at it.
yeah.
And finally, Colby, it's the day you and I celebrate together every year as we go into a dark room, pull down the pants,
What? No.
we cross swords
Nope.
because it is World Lizard Day.
How did you get there from there? Where? What?
Brain went to a really dark place there
What
for a minute.
submarine boat? Where? Why?
Brain went to a really dark place there. We going mudding, Colby?
We're not. I don't know why you're there. From Lizard Day, I don't know how you got to where you are.
Because another name for your penis is your lizard.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
I've never called it a lizard.
Yours doesn't have feet.
No.
Colby, have you ever experimented with vibrating anal beads?
Nope.
We have live audio of the anal beads insertion inside Colby.
No, that's still Berman. That's still Berman. And good luck finding those beads if that's where they went.
F you.
Oh, Colby, I don't know. Lizards, penises, it's all the same thing, right?
I mean, no. Because every time I think lizard, I think the lizard part of your brain.
What is that? I've never heard of that.
That's the part you probably never listened to.
There's not a part of your brain called the lizard.
No, it's the base instinct part of your brain. You probably never listened to.
I get animalistic instincts sometimes.
Now, besides humping.
I mean, those matter too.
I mean, yeah.
What does your lizard brain tell you to do?
Like when you know somebody's about to be aggressive or, just stuff like that. Little signals in the air that, oh, crap.
Oh, well, I get those.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't know that it comes from a lizard brain.
The lizard part, that's what it's called. No,
I've never heard that before.
All right, go back to your lizard
See,
penis.
you grew up with your lizard being in your brain. I grew up with my lizard being in my pants.
How are y'all doing? Y'all want to make sense out of this?
What are we doing, Colby?
I don't know. I think it's time.
I'm an adult. I know what I was getting into. I knew the fine was coming, and I also knew how much I wanted to be in Egypt.
Thanks, Norm. By the way, catch Norm Hitchkiss every morning as he talks about everything, basically.
Except lizards and penises, probably.
Right.
I have audio of Norm reading off my golf scorecard the other day.
5, 7, 3, 5, 2, 7, 7, 11, 4, 2, 7.
You can catch Norm also here on FanStream Sports.
Can you, though?
You sure can.
Oh, I left poor Dave's comment up there this whole time.
You did. That is some good ground beef, Dave.
We need that's what she said at some point. What's next, Colby? Where are we at? I don't even know what we're doing here. Oh, is it time for the sports report?
It is time for the sports report.
How do we do that?
Well, you hit a button and I say the words. That's what we do. Now it's time for the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Sports Report.
Oh, my God. How do we even transition, Colby?
Well, we do it like this, Tim. Man, you've got some words written down on a little show sheet here.
Oh, I do. I made a run sheet and everything.
You did. And there's some things to talk about. Let me go ahead before you get into who might be coming to Dallas. Because we didn't get a chance because Monday was a thing that happened with football and all of that stuff. We weren't able to talk about the preseason game against the Rams. So, and I've heard a lot of people talking about Trey Lance and how he looked. And
including me on the Dallas Cowboys Daily Blitz.
That's correct. Which, by the way, you can also catch that here on FanStream Sports. How you doing? And let me just go ahead and give out my grade to Trey Lance by telling you, what I thought looked serviceable, what I thought looked good with Trey Lance. Decision-making didn't look piss poor. It didn't look bad. There wasn't too many times where I was just like, I don't even know if he knows what the hell he's doing. Right? Decision-making looked good. However, you like the trick of the words, by the way?
I
Went from
like that.
piss poor to good.
It's a lizard.
Yeah. However, he was about as accurate as a 5-year-old firing a machine gun. It just, there was nothing there. I mean, you're talking about couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Dude couldn't hit 2 barns stacked on top of each other. It was bad.
I believe the way I described it in my Dallas Cowboys Daily Blitz, Colby, about the Trey Lance experiment being over in Dallas, or maybe being over in Dallas, was as bad as Dak Prescott looks on his worst possible day.
Right.
He looks like Joe Montana compared to Trey Lance on a good day.
Now, with all that, take a little bit of that with a grain of salt and realize that Trey Lance, that was his first game action since preseason last year. He hasn't played. So I know in training camp he's also looked not accurate, but I thought through the training camp situation that maybe he's just a gamer.
Mm-hmm.
That is a thing that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got more games to check it out, but right now I don't think the experiment's over. It's just not looking good, bud. It's not looking good. With what knowledge we have right now, it's not looking good.
I think it's over.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because I think by now Dallas expected Trey Lance to have passed Cooper Rush for at least the number 2 job.
Right.
And he is nowhere close to passing Cooper Rush. And now when you look back at what Dallas gave up, a 4th-round pick to get him, after San Francisco gave up 3 first round or 2 first rounders?
Yes.
And like a second to move up to take the kid from North Dakota State, by the way, who had 1 year of starting experience in college. But Kyle Shanahan had to have him.
Right.
And now seeing what we've seen from him for basically 2 years now. Or a year, sorry, for a year. Including 2 training camps. Now I see why. Dude, he's got nothing. And I was pulling for him, man. You know I was pulling for him because I wanted it to be a great story.
Right.
I guarantee you last offseason, they picked him up thinking, man, we're going to get a year of him here. We're going to get next year camp. He'll pass Cooper Rush. And then at the end of 2024, all things go right. Dak's out the door. We don't got to pay him, and we have Trey Lance in the building.
Right.
I guarantee you that is exactly what the thought process was. And I wish that would have worked out.
It's not worked out yet. We've still got 2 more preseason games.
Yeah. Raiders and Chargers.
So, I mean, there's a chance that it picks up. Because the other side of it was, dude, I didn't like the way the offensive line looked during the preseason game.
Nope.
It looked horrible. And if you don't have, any of the plays set up in front of you and you're a little rusty too, then maybe you are rushing throws. Maybe all those things put together don't. By the way, at the scrimmage today, seems that the offensive line didn't look great there too. I mean, there's clips out there, but it seems that they didn't look great there too. So
yeah, Brian Broaddus was there, and he was reporting over at 105.3 The Fan on G-Bag about some things not looking great, including the quarterbacks. He said the offensive line was a mess. The offense could not move the ball to save their life. Apparently, Tyler Guyton left practice early. Did not have any information on that.
I've got some.
Okay.
He was on a snap count.
Okay, and that was part of the guess was that he's probably just out, and it was planned. But at the time, they weren't sure. But look, I was not impressed with the way the offense did not move the ball against the Rams. And at the same time, you talk yourself into, well, it's just preseason. Nobody cares.
Right.
But there are things that you would like to see out of the preseason. You're not necessarily looking for a win, but you would like to see a series or two
that make you go, that's it.
That make you look, okay, yeah, like that. Like okay, this is what it's going to be. There wasn't one offensive series in that entire game where I thought, this looks good. These are our guys.
On the other side of the football, I do like what I'm seeing out of the defense.
Uh-huh.
I do like what I'm seeing this first preseason game, but I do like the just what they're doing. There's a little bit less. How can I put? There's a little bit less gamble going on with the defense, and more just, hey man, we're going to do this defense right. We've got the players that can get the turnovers, that can get to the quarterback, that can do those things. Let's stop gambling and giving up money shots. And that's kind of what I'm seeing with this Zimmer defense. And I'm telling you that it's going to be this defense with the talent that they have, and then playing like that, you're going to have a lot of more low-scoring games where this offense doesn't have to blow everybody out to win.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like the offense isn't going to get the same clock time that they've had the last couple of years under Quinn, because I know while I don't expect the Mike Zimmer defense to give up a lot of points, I do expect them to give up a lot of yards.
Well, I mean, he was the master of the bend, don't break defense.
Right.
And the object of his defense was to not let you score.
Yep. That's the point of the game, right?
So
I don't care if you give up 800 yards a game. If you only allow 10 points, I'm good with it.
So if McCarthy's offense, the offensive line holds together, and you can get some of those runs where you take advantage of a turnover here and there, and you throw up 21-something points real quick, or 3 scores real quick, you can put a game out of reach with Zimmer's style of defense.
Right.
So I'm pretty happy with that. Now, what about somebody coming to Dallas, Tim? What's going on?
Yeah, so Colby, now this is a moot point now because there was rumors, though, of course, the disgruntled linebacker from New England, Matthew Judon, was wanting a trade, demanding a trade, and one of the landing spots was thought to be Dallas for a couple of reasons. You remember the old Mike Madonna restaurant at Victory Park 9?
Yes.
Matthew Judon just reopened that, and it's still called 9 because that's his number 2.
Oh, wow.
So he just opened that restaurant, and he just bought a house here, which, that's the age-old, they bought a house, and I saw him looking at houses. He's coming to Dallas.
That's right.
George Seifert was supposed to be looking at houses here in Dallas, so he was going to be the new coach. God, I remember hearing that in the 90s.
How many times did Saban buy a house down here?
Yeah. He's going to come coach SMU.
That's right. Smooth.
Matthew Judon, Colby, as we were doing the golf show today between 5 and 6 right here on FanStream Sports, was traded to the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, dear.
So he is now a Millennium Falcon. So he will not be coming to Dallas. It's going to be a long drive to his house here in Dallas every day, though.
Right.
I'm telling you, he should have thought that through. But I'm sure Atlanta had way more to offer the Patriots than Dallas did.
Probably a quarterback.
You know what? I don't know. I haven't seen what the
They
specifics of the trade was.
They offered him Kirk Cousins.
God, they can have him, man. After watching Michael Penix, why not?
Right.
Talk about a team though that is having issues, Colby. How about those Minnesota Vikings?
Oh, the quarterback thing, right?
Because they have lost their quarterback, their first-round draft pick, J.J. McCarthy, for the season.
He gone.
And then you lost your running back today.
Oh, I didn't hear this.
Who the frick is there? I can't remember his name now. But he was injured after they lost a couple of corners this past week. So they are falling like flies, dropping like flies, falling like trees, whatever the adage is. I would not want to be a Minnesota Vikings fan right now.
No, but I'd love to be like the third string guy. Yep. Got my job.
I don't even know who. Oh, you know who their quarterback is?
Who's that?
Zach Wilson.
Oh, man. Everybody hide your mom.
I think it's Zach Wilson, right?
Well, you can't say it that confidently and then go, wait, no, I'm not sure.
Pretty sure it's Zach. Is it Zach or that other guy? I was getting confused. Or Sam Darnold. Is it Zach Wilson or Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold's still with the 49ers?
Yeah,
Question
so
mark?
it's Zach Wilson. It's a shame there's no way we can. Shippy, back at the mothership. Look that up.
I mean, internet. I don't want to look it up.
Who are we talking about?
Zach Wilson.
Hey, Siri.
Zach Wilson.
Where does Zach Wilson play football right now? Look, I was kidding. You didn't really have. By the way, Zach Wilson plays for the Broncos.
Okay.
So who the hell was I talking about?
I don't know.
Is it Sam Darnold? Let's see, Colby. Sam Darnold is your quarterback in Minnesota.
Well, all right.
That's better than Zach Wilson, right?
It is better.
Kind of feel like they're the same quarterback. I think they're both in New York, right? And both first-round picks, so that's why I get them all confused. One likes moms. The other one is just impartial to moms.
Just likes his mom.
Just likes his,
Yeah.
Let's not
like
insinuate things.
I mean, I'm sure he likes his mom.
Johnny was trying to kill cancer patients earlier on the show.
Well,
So, yeah, things tough up in Minnesota for sure. So, but our Cowboys got the Raiders. We're going to talk a little bit about the Raiders in the second hour, preview that, some of the Raiders' issues, and maybe some Connor Beebe and Tyler Guyton issues on the offensive line for the Cowboys. Good morning to you.
That's right.
So, all right, Colby, what's next?
Coming up next, we have the good, bad, and ugly, and then a list about the top 25 horror movies of all time.
Careful.
That's all next on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show.
Hello, sports fans.
FanStream Sports.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, getstarpower.com. That's GetStarPower.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
All right, guys, time to talk a little bit about Turf Life. You've seen the hats on our heads. You've been or seen the video of the studio. You've seen that the decals are all over the place. Turf Life. Man, it's the brand that salutes the consumer and industry players everywhere whose lives involve turf. What does that mean? That means if you play or have a business or, maybe you're a sports educator, you're going to be on turf at some point. So you live the turf life. So go ahead and tell everybody you live the turf life by having your Turf Life window decal or, the hat or the keychain or the something. Along that lines, just go to turflifeclub.com and become a turf head. That's what it's called when you live the turf life. You're now a turf head. And you can go join the club today and snag that window decal or snag any other special Turf Life accessories and go over there to that website, which is turflifeclub.com, and get your stuff and show everybody that, man, I'm all about that turf life. And then you just kind of raise your coffee mug at them and go, yeah, turf life, baby. That's what it's about. And then that's the end of the commercial. Ding. That means it's done in microwave talk.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
For more than 3 decades, Bob's Steak and Chop House has remained an icon of DFW restaurants. Why? Well, maybe it's because of Bob. He's fanatical about cleanliness and friendliness, and his food, oh my Lord, his food. If you've been there, you know about it. If you haven't been there, you should know about it. The original Bob welcomes you at either of his 2 locations, Bob's on Lemon Avenue or the sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch, McKinney.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show. Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
You know Volvo's reputation for building beautiful, long-lasting cars. Well, Crest Volvo Cars, located at 121 on the Tollway in Frisco, has over 300 brand-new Volvos at terrific prices. And there's also that hard-to-find low interest available. When you're at Crest Volvo, say howdy to General Manager Mike Brusen. Then test drive your favorite Volvo. Crest Volvo, off 121 on the Tollway in Frisco.
Coming back at you.
Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCar Tim. That is Colby Sapp live from the FanStream Sports studios here in dusk, North Dallas.
What up?
The sun's going down, Colby. It's just the sun, right? Like the Earth's not going to explode or something?
No, you've seen this before.
Have I?
Yeah.
I have short-term memory loss. Probably all the drugs.
I'm highly reminded as one of these TVs is on Red 2,
I love that movie, dude.
how poorly edited this thing is.
Why do you look at stuff like that? Just enjoy the movie.
It's so badly chopped up that I can't even enjoy the movie.
I've seen that movie 100 times and I've never
I
noticed that.
love the first one.
I
think
did
the
too.
first one is awesome. The second one was so disappointing.
I love them both. Just like I love The Acolyte and X-23.
X-23 is amazing. Acolyte can go. Well, it did. It took a giant dump on everybody's face.
You liked it.
Nobody did. Nobody liked it, Tim.
I liked it, Colby. I liked The Acolyte.
Nobody liked it. You don't count.
I'm somebody.
So it's time now, as Tim is
She's not going to let me continue that conversation, are you?
flittering away with movie thoughts
Fine.
as he
Keep us on track and stuff.
hits the title card and the music for this segment. It is time for the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is that segment that I go through all the people that are born today. Then I find the people that are famous enough to put on a list, make that list, offer that list to you guys for all of us separately to decide who is the good person, who is the bad person, and who is the ugly person.
Is it possible for someone to be all three? We've never had an all three.
I mean, it is possible for you to be very good, ugly, and also bad at some time, right?
Yeah, but I don't think we've ever voted that way.
No.
Maybe we need to start that. The trifecta.
Turning 30 years old, and all I know is that she's a TV host, but I thought she looked cute in her little famous birthdays photo. Maya Jama.
Never heard of her. I need to look this up. Is
You
she
might-
a mean Maya Jama?
Yes,
That
maybe.
was funny. You know it too.
I mean, it made my right eye kind of twinge. A little bit.
All right, what's the name? Maya, M-A-Y-A?
Yeah.
J-A-M-M-A?
Jama.
Oh. Maya, Maya, goodness, Maya, how you doing? Oh, she's British. I'm out. She's a British TV show host and radio DJ, Colby. We can't go out with DJs.
Well, I mean, DJ's wife would be upset if you did, I guess.
That's a different DJ.
Turning 63. By the way, I have nothing against any accents whatsoever.
Good day, mate.
Bring them all. 63 today. Susan Olsen.
Brady Bunch.
That's correct.
Cindy.
Yes.
You impressed that I knew that?
No. Not impressed at all.
By the way, Colby doesn't see accents, just color.
That's right. What happened? Turning 43 years old today. He was going to be the greatest. He was going to be amazing. He was going to change the Dallas Cowboys. Julius Jones.
I don't remember hearing any of those things about Julius Jones at Arkansas, right?
Yes.
Wasn't it him and Darren McFadden?
Yeah.
And they were both Cowboys.
That's right.
And they were both bad. Well, Julius Jones was okay.
And Darren McFadden was okay until he got old.
Well, yeah, but not here in Dallas.
No.
He was already old. He was Raiders, right? I think he went to the Raiders. McFadden
Yeah,
did.
he was really good with the Raiders.
Right. It's a shame what age does to you.
It is. Also a shame that our music is gone.
Makes your penis small. Wow, where'd the music go? Turn it back on.
Okay. Click.
Wait, try it again.
Click. All right.
You said click, right, with a K?
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
She probably has one of those too. It's Brianna Hildebrand. She's 28.
Brianna Hildebrand?
Yes. She was in Deadpool and Deadpool 2.
Brianna Hildebrand. Oh, okay. She's American. She's 5'3".
Yep.
You know what, Colby? Oh, she was born in College Station. But I'm still out. Meh. Not that great, Colby.
I like her character. Negasonic is really cool.
Had better. Also had worse.
Well, I think her character is really cool.
I don't know any of her characters. I'm just talking about her.
Jackie Jack A. Harry is 68.
Okay, wait. The Jack A? From like 227 and
There was 2 Jack A's, and you're gonna have to look her up, I guess, to make sure.
because I would have thought the one I'm thinking of is way older than 68, but maybe not.
Jackee.
Yeah, that's her. God, she's only 68?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, when you were talking about her, I was going to guess she was 80.
Nope.
Wow, she was cute. She played a fun TV character back in the day.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, nothing against Jack A. Nothing wrong with her. Oh, and Sisters. She was on that too.
Right.
Sister.
He threw that one pass for Denver that won him that playoff game.
Oh,
Tim Tebow.
Tebow.
37?
Against the Steelers, Colby.
Yes. I still wish they would have given him another year.
Nobody wanted to give him anything.
No.
Did you ever do the Tebow?
Neil?
Remember when that was a thing right before? You know what destroyed the Tebow? What became more popular that destroyed the Tebow? Planking.
True.
Planking destroyed the Tebow.
Damn planking.
Remember when he tried to be a tight end for the Jaguars under his old coach, and his old coach still cut him?
Yeah.
That's funny.
His old coach wasn't great.
No, he's terrible. Just as I predicted, by the way.
You did. They really don't like those oil cans. Something about the oil cans. Steve Martin is 79 years old.
He hates these cans. Wait, you watched The Jerk?
I've seen parts of it.
But you've never seen The Jerk.
No.
I was born a poor black child. Dude, it's one of the greatest ever. Have you not seen it? Never seen Raising Arizona, which you have a bet payoff too, by the way.
Yes. Well, there's movies that you're supposed to see too.
I know, and I'll watch them. Like what? Do we ever decide?
I mean, we have, but then I don't have the memory of what we decided on now.
You were going to make me listen to a Rapist album.
There's a few things I was going to make you do to make you understand how great these things are.
I don't remember what they were, though.
There was some animes that you needed to watch. There's some music you need to listen to.
Like porn animes, right?
No,
Pornames.
that's not what they're called.
They are now, because I just made it up.
No, their name's hentai. If you want to go watch hentai, then go watch hentai.
I thought hentai was the tattoos you get on your hand.
No.
What's that called?
I mean, that might be called hentai too, but
I
that's
think
not.
called hentai. Hand tattoos. I don't know what I'm doing, Colby.
You don't either. Magic Johnson is 65.
AIDS.
Well,
Wait, he's only 65?
yep.
The hell, dude? Why are all these guys so much younger than I thought they were? You remember where you were, Colby?
When
When you heard?
I think I was in my room.
Oh, wait, how old were you? What year was that? That was like 93, 92, 93?
Yeah.
Oh, you were like 15, weren't you?
I wasn't that old, yeah.
All right.
I turned 20 in 97.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I remember where I was. I was sitting in a waiting room waiting for a job interview.
Mm-hmm.
And the secretary had the radio on, the clock radio on next to her on, at 90.1 KERA or something, right? And they broke in with breaking news on KERA, public talk radio. Magic Johnson just announced he has the AIDS virus.
Wow.
And I was sitting there like, wait, what? Is this a bit? Are they doing a bit? It's crazy.
Swordfish let you see her titties.
Halle Berry.
But then she ruined Catwoman for nearly everybody.
Oh, not me.
She's 58. Oh, she looked great in the Catwoman attire. It's just that was the worst, not the worst comic book movie, but one of the worst comic book movies ever.
So it wasn't her necessarily, it was the movie.
Yeah, it was what, and they gave Catwoman superpowers.
Yeah, she's not supposed to have superpowers.
No, she's a cat burglar.
I never saw that one.
Yeah. She did also tell everybody in the world that because of the specific diet she was on in order to fit into that outfit, she had uncontrollable bad gas and would oftentimes empty the whole place out, the whole theater, the shooting section, whatever you want to call it. Studio with Halle Berry gas.
I still would.
I have a question for you, Tim.
Think you could? Like while she was passing horrible gas, could you?
That clears out studios.
Could you finish?
No, I was going to ask you a different question.
Oh, okay. I beat you to that one.
Yeah. I was going to ask you, Tim,
Yeah.
if you were told there was a big, giant, like, studio room that was filled with Halle Berry gas, would you go in there intentionally?
Is she in there?
No, it's just her gas.
Yeah. I want to breathe some of it, Colby.
So stupid.
I don't care where it came from, her mouth, her butt. If it's Halle Berry gas, I am in.
By the way, if you had on your Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show bingo card Halle Berry gas,
I'm all over that.
you win. I don't know what you win. You win something. That was free space. That was bingo all the way across. And finally, turning 41 years of age today, Mia Kunis.
Is that a body part?
Mia Kunis?
Oh, the chick from that 70s show?
And
What's her name?
Family Guy?
Mila with an L.
Yes.
Oh, it's not like you're saying Mia.
So you say Mila?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you were saying Mia.
Yes.
No, it's Mila. Mila Kunis. Okay. Thought we were talking about something else. You know, she's hot,
Extremely.
but I've heard multiple reports out of Hollywood about what a heavy smoker she is and how bad her breath stinks all the time.
Wouldn't care.
Well, you wouldn't because you're a former smoker. I care. I can't kiss a chick that smokes. I mean, I have, but it doesn't mean I liked it. I just don't think I can. Even as with her hot level, I don't think I could do that. Unless I was really, really drunk. I don't know.
I know you could, Tim. I believe in you.
You have Faith Colby and Drunk Tim doing just about whatever Drunk Tim wants to do.
Even Drunk Tim doing things that Drunk Tim doesn't want to do. He'll still probably end up doing them. And there is your famous people's list, Tim.
All right, Colby, celebrating Facebook birthdays today. Speaking of bad breath, as we pull it up, Sunny Gale, or should I say Sunny Gale? Okay, if you're Asian, is your name Sunny or Sunny?
It can be both.
Suni.
I haven't heard them say their name, so
I haven't either because we haven't met. Okay, I'm gonna go with Sunny. Happy birthday to Sunny Gale.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday to a girl named Darren Dominic.
What's up, Darren?
Girl named Darren with a Y. That's kind of hot, right?
My other brother, Darren.
My name is Larry. This is my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl.
That's right.
It's one of the greatest TV bits ever. Fox 4 sports cameraman Billy Ellis turned 61. Billy Ellis was the guy that Kenny Rogers punched. You remember that?
The camera guy? Yes!
Yeah, that was Billy.
Shouldn't have been in his way.
Shouldn't have been in his way.
Take your life. You gamble with it.
Former classmate back on Monday on August 12th, Colby, Jason Beard. No relation to Frank Beard from ZZ Top.
Okay.
53. Heather Gano turns 44.
The more you can know.
More. I actually said more. Her name is Mo. I said more. Mo Macy. God's the hardest name to say. 34. Colby, ex-classmate, We used to ride to school together in high school when it was really, really cold because my car had a heater and his didn't. Jason Connor turns 53. Regan Hemingway King, the wife of my buddy Ron, who we ride motorcycles with a lot. Happy birthday to Regan. Colby, my ex-mother-in-law, Kathy Covert. Happy birthday to her. I didn't even know we were friends on Facebook. This is the first time I'm seeing her on my Facebook, and she's on birthdays. It's not one of the ones I like.
Oh, well, you know what? Glad. I mean, you're. I don't even know what to say to that, Tim.
How did she get on my Facebook, Colby? Should I just block her right now?
I mean, why? No, just let her be there now.
I had no idea she was on my Facebook. One of my favorite bartenders, Megan, maybe. But Megan definitely will.
Okay. She'll block her on Facebook.
Well, she'll do something on Facebook.
What?
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
40. Andrew Davis, 42. God, I got a lot of friends on Facebook, Colby.
You should stop.
Randy Bonner, a girl named Randy with an I. God, we've had a girl named Randy, a girl named Regan, a girl named Daryl.
My other brother, Daryl.
Colby Jordan Ashley turned some age. That's undisclosed on Facebook.
Yep.
And how about Colby, our buddy, friend of the show, another motorcycle buddy, my best buddy, Kenny Smith.
What up, Kenny?
Turns 60 on August 18th as he leaves his 50s. He's almost done with his 50s, which means he's probably going to die soon.
No.
Because nobody lives that long.
I mean, you won't. What?
Definitely not. Colby, I probably won't see 55.
Sure you will. That's what, a month away?
No. I mean, death probably is. I mean, I am getting on a plane in the morning.
It's true.
So I apologize to all of those on the plane with me if something bad happens. It's probably my fault.
Mm-hmm. And he also apologizes for his Halle Berry gas.
Oh, man. What foods can you eat that give you really bad gas?
Depends on what disagrees with you.
I need it to be like now because I want to get on the plane tomorrow morning. And for the 2-hour flight, 2.5-hour flight to Kansas City, I just want to load the plane up with Halle Berry farts.
Well, me, it's always protein bars. That'll do it.
If I can drink a bunch of milk.
Yeah.
Well, what if that'll make me have to go poo too, though?
Yeah.
I want to do a Halle Berry poo.
Yeah. You end up with a surprise poopy on the plane.
So look,
you went to grip it and rip it, but your pants decided it was dip it.
Sometimes that vomit bag ain't meant for vomit.
You ever tried shit in a bag?
Eating it or doing it?
No, just eating.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I did see that short video on Facebook that one time of all the people riding in the car, and there's a dude in the back seat, like squished between two girls. It's a bigger guy. And they're saying, like, he's like, man, we just left. You just here, use this bottle. Just go in this bottle. And he's like, man, I don't think I can. And they're all like, no, we're not stopping. Just go in this bottle. He's like, all right. Grabs the bottle, sort of stands up in the middle seat, pulls his pants down, and puts the bottle back here. Like he had to poop, not pee.
I don't think I can.
It's the greatest thing ever. Have you ever tried to poop in a water bottle?
Nope.
I'll try that when I get home. I'll bring the results with me next time.
No, you won't, because you can't even look at the toilet.
Dude, I can't.
Or the toilet paper.
Do you still look at your poop?
Yes.
Every time you go to the bathroom, you turn around and look in the toilet before you flush it.
Right.
God, it makes me want to gag right now, just talking about it. All right, Colby. Can't remember the last time I looked at poop on purpose. Probably changing a diaper. But I can't remember what her name was.
Oh, dear. All right, so now it's time, as we drug that all completely out, for Tim to tell me who his good, bad, and ugly picks are, as he's forgotten even anybody that's on the list. Hope he wrote them down.
I always write them down. Cobra.
Unofficial nickname.
Official nickname. Colby, I'm going to go. I almost said Mama Jamma. Must be her sister. You know what? For my good, dude, I have to go Halle Berry.
All right.
I saw her boobies in Swordfish.
The only reason why anybody saw that movie, and we all discovered Hugh Jackman does other things besides Wolverine.
He can dance. He's the dancing Wolverine. Could have gone Susan Olsen because she was in the Brady Bunch.
Right.
Could have gone with Mama Jamma, Mama Maya Jamma. but I didn't because she's a Brit. Jack A would have been a good choice, but Halle Berry's hot or black. So I went with her. Could have gone Steve Martin for funny.
Right.
Colby, my bad. I'm gonna go Magic Johnson
What? Why?
because he's got AIDS.
Not anymore.
Well, of course he don't get rid of it.
He did somehow. Nobody says anything about it anymore.
I know, right? Isn't that weird?
It's not weird. He got rid of it.
Did he poop it out?
Yeah, he pooped it out.
Can you poop out AIDS?
I mean, Magic did. That's the reason why they call him Magic.
He was called that before.
Well, maybe he had AIDS before.
So why haven't they gone and just taken all of the Magic Johnson blood out of his body and then put it in all the other AIDS patients to get rid of their AIDS blood?
I don't know. First of all, it wasn't AIDS. He was HIV positive, and I guess they just got him on the right medication that he didn't end up with full-blown AIDS.
Right, he had HIV. He had the HIV.
Yes,
He got to drive in those lanes on the freeway.
that's right. It's the only way you can do that.
HIV lanes. All right, Magic Johnson's still my bad because he didn't share his AIDS cure secret with the rest of the world. And then my ugly, Colby. I'm gonna go Brianna Hildebrand.
Nope.
Yeah, you can't veto my list. We're out of vetoes.
We're not out of vetoes. I haven't done one this month.
Oh, I thought it was annual. I thought it was
No.
anal. I thought you only got one anal veto a year.
And you need to go look up Susan Olsen now before you go.
No, I know, but like I feel like she gets a pass because she's
No.
Cindy with the lisp and the cute little pigtails.
Nope. Doesn't get a pass.
All right, let's look at Susan Olsen. Look, she did a lot of drugs. She still has 70s hair.
Yep.
All right, Colby, fine. Susan Olsen's my ugly.
Just
Doesn't even count as a veto. You just changed my mind.
my good, even how much she smokes, is Mila Kunis.
It's acceptable.
My bad is Julius Jones.
What?
Needed more out of you, bud. Needed more out of you, bud. And my ugly is Susan Olsen.
Colby, I'm gonna put a picture up for you. Oh, it's too small. Damn it.
That's what
Maybe
she
it's
said.
just all the time. Let's see. Let me throw this up for you to see if this turns you on. Images. For those of you new to the show,
This is the point to where Tim has a great idea, and then we all sit and wait as I watch the poorly edited Red 2.
no, it's a great movie.
It's poorly edited, Tim.
I don't know what that means.
It's chopped up. It goes from scene to. I'm good with it.
Does that do anything for you? Oh, God, that's so, to me, that's just gross.
Yeah.
All right. To each his or her own. I don't judge, but I do. Just by the way, there is a website dedicated to pictures of celebrities who are smoking. It's called smokingcelebs.com.
Good for them.
I don't think I'll be subscribing to that page.
Good for them.
All right. Do we do it?
There you are. There is the good, bad, and ugly. Time to now transfer as we move over into the list segment because she said list this. As Tim has went to Ranker and found a list that involves the top 25 horror movies of all time, to where I will disagree with some of this shit, but not all of it. Take it away, Tim.
All right, Colby. In honor of the new Alien movie,
Yes.
which I have seen the previews for, and you and I talked about it when it was just in post-production,
Right.
about how exciting. It's a one-off. It's not necessarily in the series of the Alien movies with Ripley and all them. It's a one-off, but it is connected, obviously. About how excited I was for this, and I'm still excited. I might try to find a chance up in Kansas City to go see it.
While you're eating your chili spaghetti.
No, that's Cincinnati.
They don't have that in Kansas City?
No, it's Cincinnati. Kansas City just has bad barbecue.
Okay.
Colby, these are the top 25 horror movies. Not horror movies, but horror movies of all time ranked.
All right.
And I've voted for things like this. So we're going to have some issues.
We might have some. I have a little bit more faith in the horror genre of being internet ranker
Do you?
savvy than, say, comic books and such. So.
And the title is the top 20. Okay, now we have to. I was going to say, but it only gave me 20. It's already a bad list. Okay, here we go. 25, Colby. Let me know if you saw this, because this is a 1968 scary movie, and dude, I saw this as a kid. This was my second most scary movie ever that I saw before the age of 10.
Okay.
From 1968, directed by Roman Polanski, Rosemary's Baby.
Did not see Rosemary's Baby, but I have heard things about it. It's enough to know that, hey.
I mean, it belongs on the list for sure.
Right.
Dude, and it was scary. My number one scariest movie I ever saw in my life, and it was before I was 10, but it remains the scariest movie I've ever seen. It's on this list. Number 24. Now, to me, this wasn't necessarily that horribly scary. I just thought it was a good movie, but I know that it was meant as a horror movie. From 1981, directed by John Landis, An American Werewolf in London.
Saw that on Laserdisc.
How'd that work out for you?
I've never seen something that, I mean, it was a record that was shiny like a CD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laserdisc.
Number 23, I've never seen this one because I thought it was, apparently I had it confused with another movie that has a very similar title. But it's from 2002, directed by Danny Boyle. It's called 28 Days Later.
Yes!
Now, wasn't there a movie called just like 28 Days or something?
Well, it was 28 days later. Then they did more. This was Cillian Murphy.
Yeah.
And it was the zombies.
Right.
But it was the red-eyed zombies that they didn't live forever. They were just crazy. And they could run really fast, and it was a swarm. It was nuts. I thought those movies were great because it wasn't your shambling zombie. It was almost like a version of rabies with humans. It just drove them mad, and they just had to kill everything.
Yeah, it says it's a rage virus.
Yes.
All right. I think I always got it confused with 27 Dresses.
Okay, don't confuse that if you're trying to watch that.
I think that's what it was. Colby, number 22, directed by Clive Barker in 1987. In the 80s, I was in prime horror movie watching.
Okay.
And this is not one I have ever been impressed with. I've revisited it, watched it with the kids. Never been impressed with it. Just think it's a bad movie. Hellraiser.
It's one of those, and because of Pinhead that's where it got its, because it was a cool monster. Pinhead was a cool monster. No, it was more, there wasn't enough substance to it.
Right.
So, I agree.
At number 21, can't say I've ever seen this. Also from 2002. Directed by Gore Verbinski, starring David Dorfman and Naomi Watts.
Mm-hmm.
It is The Ring.
That was one of those, The Ring was good. It was just one of those niche horror movies that probably died the first movie, even though I think they're on The Ring 7 now or something like that.
Oh, they're making more?
Yeah.
I always thought it was a movie about a marriage proposal gone wrong or something.
No, it's more of a you're cursed and gonna die kind of situation.
Huh, okay, yeah. See, I'm just out. Now, another one that scared me as a teenager, Colby, number 20, is we're in the top 20 now, from 1982, directed by John Carpenter. And other than I don't know. I can't think of anyone. John Carpenter might be the greatest scary movie director, right? I mean, I know there's a few up there, but he's one of them.
He is one of them.
Starring Kurt Russell and Wilford Brimley, Colby. It's The Thing. I love this movie.
The Thing was great. I loved the kind of homage remake that they did to it too. That was also really good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Kind of wanted to see more from, because you never think that the thing is dead at the end.
Right.
And so I kind of want to see more from that. But yeah, no, I like The Thing.
Oh, I know you liked this one. I did too. Also an old one. It might not be the one you saw. From 1968 at number 19, directed by George Romero. Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead. Anything Living Dead that's your birth of zombies.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
So all the fun zombie movies and the fun zombie games that are out there, Walking Dead to anything else, you wouldn't have that if they weren't created.
Colby, number 18, because this just came up, I guess.
By the way, that's too far down for Night of the Living Dead.
I agree, because it was one of the pioneers that should be ranked higher.
Yep.
Colby, number 18, I feel like we just talked about this last Wednesday. We didn't do a show Monday. Did we? No, we didn't do a show Monday.
We didn't do it.
One that I haven't seen because I guess I never really understood what it was talking about, although it's got one of my major heartthrobs of all time in it, Monica Potter.
Okay.
It's also starring Carrie Elways and Danny Glover. It's Saw. And you educated me that Saw is a person.
Yes.
And I thought it was just a movie called Saw because that's all the booby traps had saws on them.
No, it's just he comes up. Not all of them have saws on them, by the way.
Okay.
But he comes up with traps, and it's a game. He's basically like if he was a Gotham villain kind of situation. It's just more sadistic.
So this says his name is Jigsaw.
Right.
Okay. All right. I mean, whatever. I never watched him. Okay. Now this, in my opinion, number 17 does not even need to be on the list at all.
Uh-oh.
I never got it. I watched the first one, which this is the first one out of the series, out of the franchise. I didn't like it, and therefore I never watched any of the other ones. Colby, from 1996, directed by Wes Craven. It's Scream.
Scream is an all-time great.
Oh, it was dumb.
There was nothing dumb about Scream.
Ghostface should be in a Scooby-Doo cartoon, not in a horror movie.
Okay. You probably should stop talking.
I thought it was more of a comedy.
It was all of it. It was the most like full wrapped around just movie as far as it was doing all the scary movie tropes. It was troping on the fact that they were doing the tropes.
Right.
But then it all came back around to you still felt like the killer was going to, actually win.
Yeah.
I thought, man, this is great. It's a play off of a play and then a circle back around. You like circling back around. You've done that before.
That's reaching around. That's different.
Oh.
Oh, wait, you're right. That's the other thing. Yeah, I don't do that other thing. I just never got it. Didn't care for it. Never liked it. I watched it once. Never saw it again. And I never watched any of the other ones. Now, Colby, at number 16, this is the scariest movie I have ever seen in my entire life. I saw it when I was about 8 years old, and it scared the living bejesus out of me. And then I saw it again probably at like 20, and it scared me just as bad, if not more. From 1976, directed by Richard Donner, starring Gregory Peck and Lee Remick, it's The Omen.
The Omen. Yes, I know they exist. I just never could get into it.
Man, it scared just talking about it, I'm getting chills. Because what are you looking at up there? What is happening on TV number 28? Are they fighting?
They're in a car wrestling.
Why?
I don't know, but they're timed and there's points.
Oh, it's car wrestling. That's a sport. That's a thing. That's a league.
Your car wrestling league?
Yeah.
No, it can't be.
Yo, it is.
Stupid. I don't know what I'm looking at.
I saw it on the interweb. It's
enough,
car wrestling.
It's enough of a sport that it's sponsored non-TV. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
It's like slap face.
That's great.
I think it's funny as hell.
That's awesome. This looks like
It's car wrestling, Colby.
no. It just looks like no. It does. It looks like one man's trying to get
With another man, right?
Yes.
It looks like he needs a rape whistle. I can see the reflection.
What happens if one escapes? Do they win?
No, I don't think you're supposed to get out. I think you're. Oh, maybe you are because he's trying to get out, isn't he? I don't know. We need to look it up at the rules of car wrestling, Colby.
If any of you out there know the rules to the fuck is that?
Colby, you know what we called that when I was in high school? Making out and not letting her get away.
He touched outside, so he wins?
I don't know. Is he raising his arm up triumphantly? Like, what are they wearing? Are they wearing, like, racing suits?
Racing suits and mouthpiece.
And what kind of car? Like, do you get to pick what kind of car you want to be in? Is that like a Camry?
I don't know. How many times do why are they putting their
Putting
seatbelts
seatbelts on? Are they just driving their car home now?
Yeah, they're just going to go. Oh, you got to unseat belt and then start the wrestling again?
The best 2 falls out of 3?
Who's got points? God, I wish y'all could see this. I'm sorry. I am sorry, but ESPN is showing fucking car wrestling right now.
Car wrestling, Colby. I saw it like on TikTok or something.
I don't know what to do.
Huh.
Sorry. That was just I looked up and
Oh, you were taken by it. I could tell.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Well, from the reflection I'm looking at, I could tell it was a car. I could tell it was guys, and I was like, wait, was there like a fight at a NASCAR race or something? I couldn't
thought
tell.
At first there was like they were going to race or something. Wait, somebody else new is getting in the okay, it's the referee?
Shouldn't he be in the back seat? Huh. It's the greatest list we've ever done. Colby at number 15, and you're going to want to pay close attention to this
Okay.
because it is way too low on the list. And it's from 1981, and it's directed by Sam Raimi, and it stars Bruce Campbell, and it's The Evil Dead at 15.
At first, I'm happy it made the list. Really am.
It's got to be top 10.
My ranking, it's definitely top 10. Maybe Evil Dead 2's in the top 10 because it is.
Maybe, because honestly, I haven't looked. I purposely did not look at the list.
So if it is, then okay. But yes, Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell. You got real ugly.
Colby at number 14, and it's my favorite Stephen King movie of all time. From 1989, directed by Mary Lambert. It's got Herman Munster in it, so you know it's good. It's Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary. Not my favorite Stephen King book, and also not my favorite Stephen King movie. But it should rank up there in the horror movies of all time.
So great.
It's sick, twisted, and
Sadistic.
a little bit too far, bud. A little bit too far.
Wow, I never thought I'd hear you say that.
It's the animal part.
That bothered you more than the little boy part?
Yep.
Wait, the cat coming back to life bothered you more than the little boy coming back to life?
Yes, even in the book. Yes.
Wow. All right. I mean, we do love our animals.
Yep.
Colby at number 13. Deep in the Heart of Texas. From 1974. Directed by Toby Hooper. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's scary as hell, too, by the way.
The remakes, all of that.
Never saw any remakes, just the original.
Man, that was all of those with the Twisted Family and all of that. That's great. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think it's a little high compared to some of the other movies, but yeah.
I mean, it's a trendsetter. You know, it was one of the original ones.
It is a trendsetter.
Now, speaking of the original ones, Colby, this might be the original one. From 1960. Directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Starring Anthony Perkins, Vivian Leigh, and Vera Miles. It is the original Psycho. And I bet you've never seen it.
Have seen it.
Have you? It's
Sure
not in
have.
color.
It is not in color.
You surprise me every day.
It was, I was over at Morgan Mitchell's house, childhood friend.
What's up, Morgan? Shout out to you.
And it was one of the first times I stayed the night at a buddy's house. Right? So I'm over there.
Oh, and you watched that?
And that was what was on their family TV.
Wow.
And so I sat and I watched that and I was like, I think I'd just go home
Don't take a shower.
and watch my TV because my TV's better.
You're going to go home and watch Evil Dead.
Right.
Dude, Psycho is so great. They did a remake of it that was actually really, really good with Vince Vaughn.
Yes.
It was actually really, he played Norman Bates. I thought it was really well done.
The TV series based on
Yeah.
the Bates Motel was also really
Yeah,
good.
that was really, really good. Colby, at number 11, from 1979, directed by Ridley Scott. One of the reasons for this list on the show, it is the original Alien.
I'm going to be honest. I like Aliens more than the original.
Yeah, the second one?
Yes.
From 86? Yeah, me too. I agree. It might be on the list. I haven't looked yet.
But you can't have the second one without the first one.
Nope.
So there you go.
Colby, at number 10, as we're in the top 10 now, maybe the one that kind of started it all from a popular standpoint, directed by Steven Spielberg from 1975, just when you thought it was safe to go back into the water. It's Jaws.
Never watched it all the way through, Tim.
What? That was pretty terrifying.
No, it just didn't appeal to me.
I get it. You like other horror things.
Yes.
Colby at number 9. Another Stephen King horror novel directed by Brian De Palma from 1976, starring Sissy Spacek,
Uh-huh.
Piper Laurie, and William Catt. By the way, William Catt would go on to star in The Greatest American Hero a few years later.
Right.
Carrie. And I don't mean the song from Europe.
No. You mean the really psychotic car? No, that wasn't Carrie.
No, that was, no.
No, the pig's blood thing was Carrie.
Yes.
Yes.
The prom.
Sorry. Why would I?
Wow, I don't know. I thought you were going to call her a dog.
That's right.
Colby, number 8, maybe the most famous, most popular horror movie.
Christine was the car.
Christine was the car.
Damn it.
Also an ex-girlfriend. I don't mean I dated a car,
Okay.
but I did like her tailpipe. Colby, maybe the most famous horror movie of all time. And to
Obviously
this
not. It's
to
not
this
number one.
to this day, so the neighborhood I live in, literally one street over, is called Crystal Lake Drive. And my kids to this day still claim, and they know it's not true, but they like to claim it, this is where it all happened.
That's right.
And of course, it's Friday the 13th from 1980.
As long as it's not Jason Goes to New York or Jason Goes to Space. I
Freddy
think
versus Jason?
Freddy versus Jason was amazing.
It was good. Yeah, it was real good.
Really amazing.
Jason Goes to Space.
Jason Goes to Space. Jason. No, it was Jason in New York. Was it Jason X? All those.
All of those, yeah.
I mean, they're really bad. But yeah, Friday the 13th, the second one, even the third one, all of those, you're doing good
Yeah.
with a scary movie.
Colby, from 2017,
Wow.
because it's the remake. It. I
I really, really, really liked the Pennywise, the the chapter 1. The chapter 2 went so far away from the book that I didn't even. It was almost like they had, a Cloud as the bad guy. It was just didn't quite make it work. Now they couldn't do everything in the book because the book was kind of racy, bud.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I needed some more out of the book for chapter 2.
Still a scary character.
Oh yeah. Too bad he's not a good crow.
Number 6. From 1982, also directed by Tobe Hooper. The movie that was cursed because, God, how many people died that made this movie?
Oh, Poltergeist?
They're here. Yeah, Poltergeist is number 6. Heather O'Rourke was the little girl that died, and there's been a couple of incidents from people that were in it.
Right. Still, what the mom being ballied about the room in her panties? Still one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Especially 1982, Jo Beth Williams.
Yep.
Colby at number 5, another one of my all-time favorite books. But for me, there was a TV movie remake of this movie that was better than the movie.
Okay.
And I'm talking about from 1980, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining.
Books, of course, still better. That was a good flick. I mean, you had really memorable characters playing, Jack, all of that.
Yep.
I hate that Kubrick's movie had actually hardly anything to do with the actual shining of the kid. There was hardly anything about the kid. It was just the hotel versus them, not the fact that the kid had the shining.
Right. And the one that was remade, I don't know, 15 years ago or so, it was a made-for-TV mini, I think a 2 or 3 part miniseries that had what's his face from Wings in it.
Right.
Forgot his name. But to me, it was more true to the book, and it was a better movie. Colby, number 4, Silence of the Lambs.
Wow. That counts as a horror movie?
I guess. I don't count it as one, but it's on the list.
Yeah, no. It's a thriller. I'd put it as a thriller, like a detective thriller or something like that, but
Yeah, I don't know, but it's number 4 on the list of horror movies.
yeah, no.
Is it because he eats people?
Yeah, with fava beans.
And Chianti?
Yes.
Always bothered me the way he said that.
Chianti.
Yeah, but he said Chianti. Colby, number 3, another one of my childhood weird, terrifying movies I probably watched way too young, from 1973, directed by William Friedkin, The Exorcist.
Spinning children heads. It's bad.
Linda Blair, she's never lived that down to this day.
It's bad. It's real bad. Now they're fighting in tires.
Tire fighting?
Yes.
How do you fight in a tire?
Oh, they're fighting around tire? I don't know what's going on.
Looks like a laser tag set or something. Colby at number 2.
They're trying to put each other in the tire.
What? The first one in loses?
Yes.
Oh my God, I have to watch that later.
No, you don't.
What if it's on pay-per-view? Colby, 3 was The Exorcist 2. Maybe my favorite one from the 80s of all time. Wes Craven from 1984. And it's my favorite franchise, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, give me a list of... It's got to be probably number 2 in my book, just because of the uniqueness of attacking in your dreams. Really do like that.
The premise, yeah, it's a great premise. I thought it was really well done.
I wish the remake that they did a long time back could have been just a little bit better, because I liked the actor that they got to play Freddy. So
Was it Robert Englund?
no,
He wasn't in the remake?
the remake was what was his name? Hold on.
Is he popular?
Kind of. Hold on. Jackie Earl Haley.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I know who that is. Jackie Earl Haley. I'll look him up later. Any thoughts as to what number 1 is, Colby?
I would hope it would be Halloween.
Colby, at number 1 on our list of the top 25 greatest horror movies of all time. You say Halloween.
Yeah.
I say Halloween. It is number 1.
Even though they've went so far different directions on each plot line, trying to catch the whole thing, it was a thing and it wasn't a thing. They were related. They were lovers. They were everything until they're not, and all of it's not canon. I don't know what they're doing, but
It's
yes,
so weird.
Yes, one of my favorite scenes in the newer Halloweens is when it's Myers in like the insane asylum.
Yeah.
And they has the other, insane people around him, and the guy walks up from behind and just holds up the mask
Right.
behind him, and everybody there just starts going ape shit. Like they more and more gave Myers powers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And made him more mystical as it went. And I thought that was cool.
It's probably up there with me. I prefer Friday the 13th. It's Nightmare on Elm Street is 1, and it's above everything else so far.
Right.
Probably Friday the 13th is my 3rd favorite, and then the Halloween series is probably my 3rd favorite. So it is what it is, Colby.
Yes, it is. All right, so coming up next, it'll be time for our Cowboys-Raiders preview. And then if we have any more time, I might even have some news and notes. Not sure because, well, we fuck about a lot. That's all coming up on the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim Show.
Hello, sports fans. FanStream Sports.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Hey, listeners, make sure you check out the brand new FanStream Sports in-studio text line. You can reach us during any of our live shows or 24/7 at 214-937-0569. That's 214-937-0569. Text us 24/7 day or night, and we'll reply to you and make you part of the show.
Today's show is brought to you by Tom's Town, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tom's Town, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
In 1993, Bob opened the original Bob's Steak and Chop House on Lemon Avenue. 32 years later, the original Bob still greets you at the original Bob's. And now his sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch has opened in McKinney. Same fantastic beef and fresh seafood at these two Bob's, each run by the Bob. Bob's Steak and Chop House.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com free. It's the magazine for everything turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. What is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things to showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Crest Infiniti in Frisco. Through the end of the month, you can lease the 2024 QX60 pure front-wheel drive for just $499 a month for 36 months. You bring $44.69 due at signing and drive away. And it gets better. This month, when you lease the new QX60, Infiniti will cover the tax. On approved credit, 5s to choose from. See dealer for complete details. Expires 8/31/24. Also, you can get a $15,000 incentive on all remaining in-stock 2024 QX80 models with more than 30 to choose from. Get on out to Crest Infiniti to test drive one today. Off 121 in the Tollway in Frisco or online at crestinfinity.com. There's good, there's better, and then there's Crest.
Introducing Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the temperature, ensure your home is totally secure, all from the palm of your hand. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Start by going to the website, GetStarPower.com. That's GetStarPower.com.
Coming back at you.
Now, more FanStream Sports.
Welcome back to the Colby Sapp and IndyCar Tim show right here on FanStream Sports. I'm IndyCar Tim. That over there is Colby Tillman Sapp.
What up?
And we are wrapping things up here on a Wednesday hump day.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. I got to play some more GTA before I go to bed tonight.
God, you have a problem, dude.
This shouldn't have made the PlayStation portable. That's all I got to say.
You have a massive, massive problem.
I do not have a problem, sir.
I feel like one of these days you're going to walk in here and we're going to have an intervention.
No, there's no need.
Of your video game habits.
Dude, it's just what I do. I can do that and watch TV at the same time. I'm good.
It's a problem.
It's not.
That you feel like you need to be playing a video game all the time.
It's like, it's okay, it's for you. It's like, feel like a TV has to be on.
Yeah, but I'm not consumed by the TV when it's on all the time. It's like background noise.
Then what are you doing?
Listening to it with my back brain, with my lizard part of my brain.
Then what are you doing while you're doing that?
Working.
Okay, so I'm not working at that moment.
You should be.
On what?
Something. Read a book.
I do.
Watch a comedy.
No. I'd rather play video games. And I do read books, except they were read to me while I'm driving in my car.
That's not the same as reading a book.
It's better.
It's not.
Sure is.
Who are the voices you listen to in your dumb ebooks? Is Mark Hamill reading a book to you?
He has. There's a guy that does the Star Wars novels that actually does a really good job on all of their voices. But
I could do that.
My favorite is R.C. Bray. Anything read by R.C. Bray just gets 20 times better. In fact, there was a book series that he was reading, and then I guess they couldn't afford him anymore, so they had to go get somebody else, and I stopped. I really loved the books. I couldn't listen to him anymore.
Because it wasn't his voice?
Wasn't him anymore.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I guess I'm out. I guess I'll never know if they win today.
Because I'll never know if they win.
Yeah, I'm out. It's fun while I was there.
That's pretty funny. So, I'm like that with a TV show I like to watch called Food Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first 2 or 3 years, they had a guy named Jim Conrad that was doing the narration for it, you know. Very soothing voice, you know, and you get used to it when you watch the show.
Right.
You're like, I guess it's the same. When you hear an ebook, you get used to the voice and all that. And then one season, they changed the narrator.
Right.
and he's probably really good. But about halfway through that first episode of that season, I was out.
Well, the
I haven't
thing,
listened to him since.
like narrators like R.C. Bray do, which he does this the best, he's got a real, like, action, deep voice, but he can also do, like, women's voices.
Right.
With, they may be a little bit husky but he does those voices. He can do the cartoony style voices.
Right.
And all the accents he can do. And he does it well. Really, really well. And then they hand that book off to somebody else trying to do it. And it's like, oh, man.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Somebody just handed me Dr. Thunder and said it'd be okay. It's not okay.
That's funny. All right, Colby. Well, let's get into a little bit of Cowboys here while we have a little bit of time. It is the Cowboys and the Raiders. It is the preseason week 2.
It is.
And there will be things that we need to be paying attention to. One of those things, because I'm sure, let's get some music going again here. Because I'm sure Trey Lance will get the nod again.
He better.
He's going to need it.
You don't really need to see Cooper Rush. You don't need to see Dak.
No. We won't see Dak for sure. Cooper Rush might get, the first couple of series maybe?
I mean, maybe, but I don't want him out there. I know he's good.
Yeah, we already know what he can do. We've seen it. But there are some questions along the offensive line, especially with 2 of the rookies, Colby, Tyler Guyton, and Cooper Beebe. They have not been taking necessarily a lot of first-team reps in training camp.
No.
Because they haven't really been moved there because they haven't really earned it. Tyler Guyton, and look, nobody's a disappointment yet at this point of training camp.
No, there's been moments that Guyton looks like a complete monster.
Yeah.
So.
And then moments where he doesn't.
Well, it's a learning curve at some point, right?
It is, and I've got full faith that the Cowboys will get these guys up to speed. But so the plan for those 2 boys this week is to move them to first-team reps ahead of the Raiders preseason game.
Be glad to see it because you need to find out what you got in these boys. Because you're needing them this season.
Right, because Tyler Guyton needs to be your starting left tackle. The problem is with both of these guys, Chuma Edoga suffered that toe injury.
Yeah, and he gone.
And he's out. And he was supposed to be your starting left tackle. So now everybody's being shifted. And for these 2 guys that are rookies, shifting them creates even more problems. Not that they can't do it, but shifting them around creates more problems. Looking at their preseason opening scores from Pro Football Focus, if you believe in those numbers. Sometimes I do. You know what? For offensive linemen, I put more stock into those maybe than anything else.
Right.
Tyler Guyton got an 80.7 combined blocking grade.
Okay.
BB got a 60.5. Of course, BB is competing for the starting center job with Brock Hoffman. And right now, Brock Hoffman is outplaying him at center. Brock Hoffman got most of the snaps at center in the first preseason game.
Right.
And they're trying to flip that.
Okay.
Yeah, just okay. But it's his first matchup against another team's defense, right? I get it. Give these guys a chance. But it is what it is. You have to, if they're not playing well or if they're not impressive, you kind of have to call it out, right, and do something about it. So I think that's what the Cowboys are doing with both of these guys, moving them around a little bit, seeing if they can be a little more effective. And again, that injury to Edoga is not going to do either one of these guys any favors.
Question.
Yeah.
Does Brock Hoffman's name do the same thing to your head as it does to mine, or does to my head as it does to you?
A little bit, yeah.
Where you say Brock Hoffman and all of a sudden it fires off the song Rock Lobster?
I hear Rock Lobster when I say Brock Hoffman.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just you.
Okay, just making sure.
And
Rock Lobster?
The problem was when I was doing the Cowboys games Saturday or Sunday, I was doing like I usually do with all the teams I cover. I do the live game blog, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm typing out plays, and I'm constantly, if he's involved in a play, I'll type out his name. Every time I type out his name, I wanted to type Rock Lobster. And then I start hearing the song while I'm so I have the game. I have the game on right behind me while I'm doing it because I'm listening for play-by-play and stuff to add to the blog. And then all I want to do is hear the song Rock Lobster right now. So at halftime, I actually played Rock Lobster.
I can't believe
That's scary.
We need to move away from each other for a little bit.
We're in different rooms.
Yeah, because we're gonna start having the same periods.
Oh, we're not already synced with our menzies?
Yeah, we're gonna be cycle sisters.
Our mansies?
What happened?
So there's some plans for those boys. And I'm sure the plan for Trey Lance is to get him as many possible reps as you possibly can. We talked about him a little bit in the first hour. You're not done with him quite yet. You want to still see more, give him some more opportunities. I would still like to see him have more opportunities. I'm not saying that he needs to stop playing or they need to find another solution for him.
Right.
I just think they've already kind of made up their mind that they don't want him. And look, he's not under contract after this season. No quarterback is. Neither is Rush.
Right.
But at the same time, you can't do anything with him. Nobody's going to give you anything for him.
They're not. And let's just wait and see. We've got a couple of games. Let's just wait and see. I'm not ready to go. I'm not on the Tim boat just yet that he's Dunskies. He's got to go out there and he's got to ball out. This is for his NFL career.
Yeah.
It really is. So if you're going to have an NFL career, Trey Lance, you've got to find the accuracy button, go to your Madden stats, and fucking up that to at least 80-something. Get this thing done.
And another problem now, if the Cowboys, even if they want to cut him, which there's no need to cut him.
There's really not.
But there's national pundits out there, that always lie about the Cowboys and think they're breaking news when it's not even true, saying that the Cowboys are going to cut him after camp. If they cut him, there's a $5 million cap hit they're going to eat, which you're not going to do that for your third-string quarterback.
No.
It's not going to happen. But you also, at the same time, hope there is no scenario in the regular season that you have to see him on the field. Right?
Well, I mean, if let's be honest, if you're seeing him on the field at any point, then cool, draft picks will be awesome.
No, I mean like during the regular season, we don't want to see him because if he's on the field, that means Dak and Rush are both hurt.
Right, which means draft. I was trying to
point
point
out.
For the
team.
Yes.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I thought you meant like in a trade scenario.
Draft picks are awesome.
You know football more than I do.
Right. Always got to look for the good point in each scenario.
They're there sometimes.
Yep.
So Raiders have a lot of issues. They have a lot of issues at quarterback. They've got a lot of issues at offensive line. Good God, dude, this team's a mess. Jimmy Garoppolo has already demanded that he's not playing in the preseason.
Right.
And the team, of course, is saying, okay, you don't have to.
Yep.
Who's it? Aiden O'Connell is their quarterback, right? I think he's going to be the presumed starter. He hasn't looked good in the preseason.
No reason
in their
to
one
look
game.
good. You're in a Raiders uniform. I mean, you look good in a Raiders uniform because it's one of the best uniforms. But
if there was ever a preseason game that I would be disappointed in a loss, it's going to be this one. And by the way, Colby, do you know what time this game starts?
No.
Saturday night, 9 o'clock. Dallas time.
That's amazing.
So get your whiskey out, crack it open about 8:45, take you a couple of shots, and just prepare to be there till midnight watching the Cowboys. And they better beat the Raiders. That's all I'm saying. I don't care if it's preseason. You need to win this game. So there is your Dallas Cowboys abbreviated talk because we spent so much time on car wrestling and tire wrestling.
Dude, I just watched the dude actually make somebody into the center of the tire, and so he got the win. There's like two big 18-wheeler tires stacked on top of each other, and the goal is to take your opponent and put him in the middle. That's your goal. And it's on ESPN. I swear this is the Ocho. I found the Ocho. They've run out of sports to this is Ultimate Tire Wrestling. So part of Ultimate Tire Wrestling, they just said the Ocho.
I know, I saw it. It was the actual graphics from Dodgeball.
Presented by Sonic.
ESPN 8 the Ocho. It's a real thing, Colby. Life imitates art.
They're now doing the Pop-A-Shot National Championship. There's a pup.
Huh.
I'd like to say that News and Notes has been moved to not tonight because we've moved around the board so much, and I have to leave before Pop-A-Shot happens.
It's happening, Colby.
I just do.
All right, we're going to end the show. No News and Notes. We'll double up News and Notes next Wednesday because no show on Monday is a program reminder for everyone. Look for us on social media. I'm at IndyCar Tim. He is at Colby Sapp with 2 Ps. The show is at Colby Tim Show. And we will see you next Wednesday. Have a safe weekend, everybody. Watch a lot of preseason football. And don't do to your mom what others have done to their moms in the past. Until then, boys and girls, we'll see you.